Okay. So, in other words, he went to this black church and he started to sing. And also, he learned how to move in the black church. Because, you know, when they do that gospel stuff, they go all around and jump up and down and they speak in tongues and they go all, you know, wild and everything.
Catching the soul.
That's how he caught his soul, see?
For real?
Of course. That's how he learned to have that soul type ability and that soul type movement that a white guy doesn't normally have. That's why when he first...
Yeah, y'all got it. Like, it's about the person. I just want to interrupt you on that. I don't care about your color. If you got soul, you got soul. Like you, I know you got soul.
And he learned that from black people. He learned that black style from being in the church. And that was a big thing for him because he became one of the first white guys to sing and dance in a manner that was reminiscent of black people and their soulful individualism that's so prominent in their music. Yeah, that rubbed off on him. That's what he owes to black people. Now, you don't think for 1 second that he spent his whole life knowing that he learned all that from black people, that it all rubbed off on him, and he liked it. That's why he performed it. You don't think he did have some sense of gratitude towards black people for helping him out in that respect and helping to make him what he actually became and was? Possibly.
I can answer that question. Yeah, I believe. Yes,
okay.
All
well,
people that.
Now that I've explained it, I think most people will start to understand this. You know, and it's about time because he wasn't prejudiced. Now, if you want to think he was prejudiced, then I want to ask you this question. Answer me this, Batman. Riddle me this, Batman. Why did Elvis...
Don't say Batman. Who's the Batman?
Riddle me this, Batman is a line from a movie, okay? Now, so that's what I'm just making a joke. So anyway, riddle me this, Batman. Why did he have all black female singers as his backups? Well, sure, he had some white guys that were his backup singers, but his main backup singers were black women singers, really good ones. And yeah, so that's what he wanted for his backup singers. So that'll tell you right there. You know,
he wasn't racist. He wasn't prejudiced
or anything like that. Farthest thing from it. And another thing, a little story. One time he had just bought a brand new Cadillac. He loved it. It was like a bright red with a white top, convertible and all this, every option, the whole bit. Just brought it, was out on his front lawn. An old black lady was passing by and she happened to notice it. And he saw her looking at it and he said, do you like this car? And she said, oh, I love it. And he goes, oh, you do? Oh, well, just wait here a minute, will you please? I'll be right back. So she waited, wondered what he wanted, and he'd come back. He gave her the keys. He said, this is yours. It's all...
I heard that story before. I actually heard that story before, yo. I literally heard that story.
So I'm
that scenario. I'm like, I hate to say story. I'm sorry, no story. I heard the scenario before.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So I mean, to say that Elvis was
prejudiced
against black people is about the most ridiculous thing anybody could say. His whole reason of being was because of black people. He wouldn't have been the artist he was if it wasn't for singing in the black church and learning the movements of the black people and learning how to move like, you know, black people taught him to be totally uninhibited when you're in the spirit and you're dancing around like this. Yeah, that's how he learned.
He moved well.
Yeah, and I will say this though, he did learn certain moves from a stripper named Blaze Starr. And that was, he just added those moves into what he already knew. But she did teach him certain choreographed moves. And he was a great dancer, believe it or not.
Can I like say this real quick? Dancing like a woman?
What?
He was dancing like a woman?
Well, to me he wasn't. To me he was very masculine. If you want to add some femininity into that and say maybe he was partly feminine, I don't know. I didn't look at it that way. I never saw anything but pure man out of this guy.
I like how you said the word femininity.
I mean,
you got. It's certain ways you got to move.
In a feminine way and make it look masculine. That's just natural.
I can tell you something about me real quick. I used to be a break dancer, and there was
How
moves.
many things did you break?
I broke a lot of
glasses and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I didn't break glasses and stuff like that.
You danced so hard you broke your glasses.
I probably broke my neck once. Trying to spin on my head.
Break dancing is hard to do. Yeah.
I do it. I can do it right now. But I'm not going to do it here on my own show.
I can really appreciate anybody who can do that. It's really good.
Oh, I'm great. I'm going to show you off tape, off this camera. I'm going to show you. But this is beautiful, man. Anything else you want to share?
Well, I don't know what else I can add to that. It seems like I explained the whole thing about why he's not racist. Unless you wanted to talk about something else about Elvis, but that pretty much covers it, I think.
I do myself personally. I do find Elvis a great person. Mm-hmm. He's actually better than how my friends treated me in life, and they're my color. They're my color. They're brown skin.
I will add one thing. If I can just interrupt you for a second. Elvis, if you ever saw him in an interview, he was always humble.
Yeah.
He would never brag. He would always be very humble. I mean, he had a lot going for him, and he could have been bragging all the time, but he chose to be humble.
Would you like to share what your relationship with Elvis was?
Elvis
again
believed in Jesus. That's why he was humble.
You met Elvis, right?
I never did, no. But I've seen a lot of interviews with him and a lot of footage about Elvis, and I've studied him for a long time.
So, how do you feel about the way he actually performed with people all the way around in the city? Like state to state. Like, how was he towards his artists? I mean, his fans.
He was great with his fans. He was great. He would give autographs all the time, and matter of fact, one time 2 girls took advantage of him because he was too nice, and they tried to make money out of it. Long story short, they beat up his wife, and he ended up chasing them in his car, and they slammed on the brakes, hoping that he would hit them from behind, so they could sue him. That's the story of him being too nice to 2 of his girlfriends. What he did, how they took advantage of him. Long story short.
It sounds beautiful. It sounds great. Thank you for this interview, Hans.
Pleasure.
You are the man. And your music is great. No matter what cover you do, and when people hear the music that you done, the music that you do is beautiful, from what I heard. I don't know what to tell anyone else, but check him out. This is Hans. Do it again. Do that thumbs up again. Hey. So, I want you guys to check out Hans. Go on my channel. It's just It's easy. Like, I didn't even finish updating my Instagram. But go on my YouTube channel. Check out me and Hans. This is fun. Like, I love to do stuff like this. This guy is amazing. If you hear him sing, and you do look good without your hat. I didn't know. Like you look younger. But the hat is your moniker. I just want you to know that. This is an interview. Love all. This is signing off. This is J Dioramas. This is Just Uno as the artist. Love what I do. And this is going to keep on growing and glowing. Let's go. Peace.